You tryna leave that nigga smash? Bitch, you know that. When I catch him, leave him flat just like a donut. Split his head in half and leave the pussy with a toe tag.
Alright, man. What is good with the YouTube? I'm here with my video today. We're gonna be talking about, really, we're not even talking. Really, we just having a little discussion. I'm opening up about my addiction today. So as everybody must know, like, it's No Nut November, right? Hey, it happens to everybody. You know what I'm saying? What I can say about that is, it's tough. I know it's a lot of temptation. It's a lot of going on. Like, you gotta understand, when you get to that point in your life where it's like, okay, I can do this and this and this now. I can do this and this and this now. You ain't gotta do all that. And I'm not even talking about girls. I'm talking about just life in general, man. I'm talking about life in general. Like, when you get to that point in your life where, you know, you feel comfortable, and you feel like you can go do this and go do that. When you get to that point, you're gonna feel like, okay, I can walk the walk, I can talk the talk, I can be smooth with it, I can be not so smooth with it, I can switch up how I want to switch up. You know what I'm saying? But before you even get to that point, you have to dial it back. You have to go back, all the way back. In order for you to go all the way back, really, it starts off with your mindset. And I get it. The temptation is real. The temptation is out there for you to slip up and do this and do that. Look, I get it. I've been there. You know what I'm saying? I done slipped up. I was like, ooh, I can't help myself. I'm sitting there, I'm like, I don't got nothing else to do. I can't help myself. But I had to realize, I'm like, okay, nah, I gotta do something about this. This is serious, you know what I'm saying? So all I'm gonna say is, change your mindset first. And then try to be smooth with it and do, like, even it's gonna take a bunch of steps for you to even get to that point. It's gonna take a bunch of steps, huge amount of steps. You're gonna have to do this and this, X, Y, and Z. You're gonna have to take the time to do self-care. You're gonna have to take the time to do work on yourself before you can even get to that point. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. Before it even begins physical, it begins mental. That's point blank, period. You gotta understand that before it even gets physical, it is mental. That's literally just the entire point. Before it's physical, it is mental. Before you even think about doing this, it's a mindset. It's a mind thing. You have to realize it's not anything physical until it's mental. Your brain literally tells signals for you to move around. Your brain tells you to wake up. Your brain tells you to do this. Your brain tells you, hey, I see this, I like this, I'm finna do this. Change your mindset, bro. I'm not going to explain on how to change your mindset in this video, because I get it. You know, I've been there. Like, I'm not going to sit up here and be like, oh, this is how you change your mind. I'm not like these gurus out here. I'm not like, you know, and I'm not speaking bad on them. Matter of fact, I applaud them for speaking out on that shit, because that shit is real. You feel me? Like, it's a lot of different people talking about the same thing, but that's because it's so real, and there's so many people that keep trying to get out of that habit, and they keep falling back into that habit. That's why so many people go over it. Before you even talk to a girl or even think about talking to a girl, you have to change your mindset, bro. You have to change your mindset, bro. I know when the girl walks up and she looks like, ooh, this and this, ooh, this and that. I know when the girl walks up and she look the way she look, you're like, ooh, okay. Let me just talk to her real quick. I mean, I'm just gonna make a little beeline for 5 minutes. Ain't nothing. Nah, man, look. Before you even think about that, you gotta change your mindset. That girl ain't gonna give you no 2 cents. No 2 cents. If your mind is already thinking about, ooh, what I'm gonna do to her. Ooh, what I'm gonna do when I get, you know what I'm saying, whoop-de-whoop. Look, you have to change your mindset first. You gotta understand, you gotta change your mindset, bro. You trying to do X, Y, and Z when you ain't even got to X. You ain't even got to Y. You trying to go ahead and do Z. Like, you gotta do X first. You gotta do self-care. You gotta dial back on some of the things you've been doing, because some of the things you've been doing, it ain't helping. It ain't. You've been sitting around in your bed all day. I used to do the same thing. Until I had some motion going on. You feel me? But what I had to do to get motion, I had to do some simple steps. I had to do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, you know, a little stuff. But it made a difference in how, I guess, women view me. I had to change my mindset. I had to change the way I was acting. You know what I'm saying? You know, before I really had some motion going on, I was just doing all this. I had to change that. I had to be like, okay, cool, all right, oh, for real? That's really what I had to do. And that's just the bottom line. And you can't sexualize what you're trying to do to them before you even go talk to them. Like, why would you even do that? Why? What's the point? She ain't even came up to you yet. She ain't even said nothing to you. Now, I get it if she say, ooh, I like your eyes, or ooh, you look kind of good today. You know, before that even happens, like I said, it's some mindset thing, man. You before you even think about what you're gonna physically do to them, you gotta mentally have a development in your brain that says, I don't do this. You have to have a type of discipline to be like, oh, I'm not gonna do this when I see him. I'm not gonna do that when I see him. I'm not gonna think about this when I see him. You gotta really have that type of discipline to be for yourself, because there's no reason for you to even do that when you ain't even been getting motion. Like, you ain't even been getting motion, little bro. You haven't, bro. Yeah, just point blank period. You haven't been getting motion. You think, oh, I'm gonna do this when I see him. Oh, I'm gonna do this when I see him. Ooh, she look good. She like, nah, bro. You go ahead, pipe yourself down, forget all that. Focus, like when you, I don't even do dates myself for real, but I mean, I'm just saying, if you gonna talk to her, bro, figure her out. You know what I'm saying? If you gonna really do the talking thing, figure her out. You see that she got kids or something like that, or whatever the case may be, figure her out. She be like, ooh, I got 2 jobs. I got 3 kids. You be like, Oh, you got 3 kids, 2 jobs. You must got a lot on your plate. I think you need a distraction. You is the distraction, my boy. You be that distraction. Be that distraction from her working those 2 jobs, dealing with those kids. Be that distraction. Simple. And stay off those triggers, man. If you gotta get rid of your social media and do this disconnect from the world just to have a clean mindset, a clean to kind of form your I guess your brain up, your mindset up. Look, go ahead and do that, man. Go ahead and do that. Don't worry about what your friends out there posting and all that, bro. Bump all that, man. Bump all that, man. This is your life. This is your life you living, bro. This is your life you living, little bro. This is your life you living. Take control of it, man. If you gotta disconnect, give yourself a little breather, whatever the case may be, do that, man. Take the time to dial it back. Take the time to self-heal. Take the time to self-revive, man. Take that time, bro. Man, because you got to understand, you got to focus on yourself. You got to focus on yourself before you can focus on a woman. Before you even think about what you're going to do to them, you got to focus on yourself first. You got to focus on yourself. Point blank, period. You got to focus on yourself. And that's just the bottom line. At the end of the day, focus on yourself first. Focus on what's important to you. Focus on what you have to do to get better the next day. Focus on something that's going to help you, that's going to benefit you 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, a month from now. Like, I'm making money while I sleep. I'm making money while I sleep. Every time I spend, I go make some money. Every time I go to sleep, I'm making some money. That's what's happening. And I ain't talking about no big right. Ain't nobody doing none of that. Ain't nobody flexing, none of that. Like you gotta have that mindset. You gotta have that same mindset. It's like you trying to make money while you sleep. And when you making money while you sleep, bro, you should not be having no time. You should not be focused. You should be focused on that money while you sleeping before you get in that bed sleeping with that old girl. Because it's like, what you really want? You want the girl, first you got to get the money. Then you got to get the girl. And you got to do 3 steps. You got to do 3 steps. You got to get the money. You got to get the room. You got to get the girl to come in the room first. Do you not? So before you do all that, and she not even gonna look your way if you ain't up to par. She not even gonna look your way if you don't have no fresh cut. You know what I'm saying? You got bumps on your face. Bro, ain't nobody wanna look at you, bro. I promise you. Ain't nobody finna clown you. Ain't nobody finna roast you. Bro, look in the mirror. You think she really gonna talk to you? You really think she finna take the time to talk to you? She'd probably look at you for 5 seconds and be like, oh, okay. She gonna look the other way. She gonna be like, okay, is he talking to me? Like, I swear, she gonna walk away. Hey, it be like that. It be like that. But that's why you must work on yourself. Stay true to yourself. And that's all I got today, man. I'm out.
Ooh, when I send that blitz, they gonna get that done. I done pop so many perks, I fucked the bitch, I couldn't come.